What's up guys, Marco here, and the Galaxy S7 may not look much different from the S6, but there are a handful of updates and improvements to make it a much better device. However, are those improvements enough to make you fork over the money to buy one of these? Well, let's find out. If you let screen sizes do the talking, well, the S7 and S6 won't have much to talk about. Both feature a beautiful 5.1-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display with nearly 600 pixels per inch. Both look unbelievably bright and vibrant. Though in other areas, the S7 is a thicker and heavier device than the S6, which may sound like a downgrade, but trust me, it's not. Also, new colors are in for the S7. For example, the blue sapphire has been replaced with black onyx, a much more pleasing color in my opinion. There's also a new gold color which looks a little closer to the silver in most lighting. The sides have been completely changed to reflect the new colors as well, and they do feel a little bit softer in the hand compared to the S6. And if you haven't noticed yet, the S7 now has a curve on the back just like the Galaxy Note 5. Hardware between the S7 and S6 are massively different. For one, if you live in the States, Samsung has swapped back over to the Snapdragon platform for LTE support. Inside the S7 is the Snapdragon 820 processor, 4GB of RAM, and 32GB of internal storage. Compared to the Exynos on the S6, there are 4 less cores on the S7, but faster cores for that, and an extra gigabyte of RAM. One huge difference is the addition of a microSD card slot which died on the S6. Expandable memory is back on the S7 and people are loving it, but one feature that's currently not available is the ability to turn that microSD card storage into a mountable storage on the phone. Battery-wise, the S7 has jumped a full 400 mAh over the S6. Funny enough, it's the same battery size as found on the Galaxy Note 5, in a much smaller device, and so far, this has proven to be killer. Now, software-wise, the S7 is running Android Marshmallow as you'd expect. The S6 is still running Lollipop, though the UI, formerly known as TouchWiz, looks identical on the surface, though every generation of this UI brings new color schemes and a slight design difference to the interface. Also, a reduction of unneeded features make the UI a bit more snappy. So sticking with that tradition, the S7 definitely has the upper hand on the UI navigation and cleanliness. It also helps the performance quite a bit. The S7 is quite literally the fastest Android device I've used, faster than the 6P. Multitasking, app switching, playing games, watching high-resolution videos, the S7 does it all without breaking a sweat. Now, the S6 is no slouch, but the S7 is just a rocket ship. Though the biggest new feature of the S7 is probably the camera. But one thing right off the bat is the lack of a full-resolution 16:9 widescreen feature. The 16-megapixel camera on the S6 delivered beautiful full-resolution widescreen images. That's gone on the S7 due to its new 12-megapixel 4:3 sensor. Though the S7 has an incredible camera, the images off the S7 are pretty stunning. Oversaturated as always, and if left in auto mode, over-sharpened as well. But when in manual mode, the camera can take some incredibly good-looking photos. Same applies for its 4K UHD video, absolutely stunning-looking video. This on its own justifies the purchase of the S7. Couple that with the improved battery life and the added IP68 rating, and the S7 is one of the most attractive packages for a phone on the market right now. But is it enough to sell your S6 and buy one of these? Well, sort of. If you love the newest phones, then you probably already have the S7 in your pocket. If you're still on the fence, just ask yourself if you care for those features enough to justify the price of the S7. If not, the S6 is still one fantastic phone. Now, thank you for watching this buying guide of the S7 and the S6. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for my full review of the S7 and S7 Edge. And as always, my name is Marco Hanna, and I'll catch you in my next video.